So this is the fourth and final colorway of Social Status and Nike's collaboration on this Mac Attack or Attack silhouette. So first off, I want to give a huge thank you over to Social Status for sending me over this pair early. These are releasing on March 8th, and there's a raffle on Social Status website right now, and they retail for a price of $140 US, which is approximately 190 Canadian dollars converted. The official colorway for this shoe is Summit White, White, and Pine Green, and the nickname of the shoe is Status Symbol. So last year we saw Nike make a concerted effort to really push this Mac Attack or Nike Attack silhouette, but it seems like that hype has sort of died down now that we're entering 2024. Either way though, this entire collection between Social Status and Nike has been really nice, and honestly I think they might have left the best one for last. So here's a quick look at the packaging. So just like the other colorways, this comes in a bodega inspired cardboard box which has Social Status and Nike co-branding found throughout. So you can see on all sides of the box, it's very heavily themed and there's a ton of graphics which really make it stand out and be extremely unique. And inside the box, it also comes with this yellow colored grocery bag, once again with Social Status and Nike co-branding throughout. So diving into the details of the shoe itself, so starting things off with the toe box, this is covered in suede, but if you see it in real life, it almost looks like a flattened suede, so it has almost like a cracked finish to it in real life. This suede covers the side panels of the shoe, and on the bottom of the lateral side, we have 5 perforations running across. Underneath this, we have this layer of white mesh, but fun fact, underneath the mesh itself, we have a layer of reflective 3M, so if you shoot this shoe with direct flash, for example, all these mesh panels will light up. So the same off-white colored suede covers the eyelets of the sneaker, and then beneath this, we have more of that mesh with 3M underneath. And then stitched on top of this, we have a satin-inspired textile, which is done in this white finish. And some people might not know this, but this layer of satin can actually be removed, revealing a layer of black suede underneath. Moving downwards, we have more of that off-white colored suede, which covers the bottom of the heel. On top of this, we have a smaller layer of black colored satin, and this layer can also be removed, revealing a gray suede underneath. And then covering the top portion of the ankle collar area, we have more of that black colored satin, and we have Nike branding pressed across in green. And this top portion can also be removed, also revealing another layer of gray suede. In terms of laces, so this shoe comes with 3 different lace options. The standard lace that they come with is a flat style lace done in this off-white color, but they also come with a green colored lace and a dark cream colored lace if you want to give the shoe a little bit more pop. And I love the packaging that the laces come in. It almost looks like a classic box of candy, which is something I thought was really creative and really dope. Underneath this, we have a very thin nylon tongue, which is also done in this off-white color. And then on the top of the tongue, we have this green tag with Nike branding on the right foot and Social Status's logo on the left foot. The interior of the shoe is pretty thinly padded, and it's covered in this white colored layer. And then as far as the insoles go, these come with your typical foam line insole. However, the top of the insole, we have a list of all these cities, which is actually the locations of all of the Whitaker Group stores, which is the parent company for Social Status. And they also operate, for example, stores like A Ma Manière. So the upper of this shoe sits atop this solid rubber cupsole, which is intentionally painted in this yellowed color, giving it more of an aged and vintage aesthetic. We have a wedge of foam within this rubber cupsole, which is where the majority of the comfort of the shoe is coming from. And then turning the shoe over to the bottom, the outsole here is entirely constructed out of black colored rubber. We have a circular pivot point on the forefoot, and the traction pattern are these small square and circle nubs, which runs from heel to toe. And then in the middle of the outsole, here you can see we have Nike branding. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about sizing, in my opinion, the Nike Attack is a shoe that runs extremely narrow. So my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. Social Status sent me over this pair in a size 10, and they're okay lengthwise, but the issue is they run extremely narrow around the width of the ball of your foot. So I can feel the sides of the shoe around this area right here, clamping down the sides of my feet. So I feel like for most people, going up a half size will fit you better, but keep in mind by going up a half size, then the length of the shoe might become a problem. So I feel like this is a shoe that's more suited for people that have a really narrow foot, and definitely if you have a really wide foot, it's probably best if you avoid the sneaker altogether. Moving on to the comfort, so like I mentioned earlier, the sizing of the shoe is a little bit strange. Going half size up, it runs a little bit too long for me, whereas going true to size, the length is fine, but I feel very uncomfortable around the toe box area. But assuming you can get the sizing of your shoe correct, the underfoot feeling is pretty basic. It just feels like a typical retro sort of sneaker that has just a basic layer of foam underfoot. There's not too much softness or compression underfoot. It feels relatively firm and stable, which I guess for a casual use sneaker, it's gonna be okay, but it's not a shoe that I would consider to be that comfortable. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so this is one of the things that the shoe really got right. So the material quality of the shoe I thought was really solid. I really like the suede panels on this shoe. Like I said earlier, it has this very unique, almost cracked look to it. And I love the attention to detail with things like the tearaway uppers, and even something I totally forgot to mention to you guys, the back of the tongue also has a hidden stash pocket, which is something we've seen in the past Social Status Nike Attack collaborations. So the material choices were great, and same thing with the build. I thought this pair was pretty well put together. My pair had no flaws that I could see. The stitch job was good. The panels were consistent between my left foot and right foot. And the paint job, even if you're not a fan of this vintage looking midsole, I thought they did it rather tastefully. It wasn't overdone and it wasn't too loud or in your face. So with all of that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet, I'll lace them up for you, and I'll show you guys how these look. In my opinion, the Status Symbol colorway is the best of the Nike and Social Status Attack collaborations of them all. I love the simplicity of this shoe, but what I love even more than the simplicity is the fact that you have that option of customizing the sneaker and giving it a little bit more character and changing up the colors by removing the swoosh and these back panels. And though I'm not crazy about the hits of green, I respect that they threw in a little bit of color to make it stand out and avoid it just being a plain black, white, and cream colored sneaker. It's just unfortunate that the Nike Attack doesn't fit my feet. It's a silhouette that I really wanted to rock even when they released that original OG gray and black colorway, but everyone's feet are a little bit different, so unfortunately it just doesn't really match the shape of my foot. So let me know in the comment section down below, is anyone going to be trying to grab these when these drop later on this month? Is it going to be a pass for you? Either way, drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. And as usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can check out my social media on Instagram at esco8, follow me on X at sean.go spelt out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review and hopefully it helped you in some way. Another huge thank you over to Social Status for sending me over this pair early, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.